But we were very suspicious because shortly after they withdrew, Vincent Hodder, the CEO of Leeds Bradford Airport, in local news articles was quoted as saying, well, we decided we didn't need the new airport terminal. We've got a previous planning application consent to do up the existing terminal, and we still intend to increase our flights from 4 million to throughput from 4 million to 7 million. And so we were sitting down and thinking, how are they going to do that? We thought, well, let's just monitor how many flights happen at Leeds Bradford Airport during the period when they're not meant to fly, other than these 4,000 exceptions that are allowed. And we quickly realized that they were flying more planes than they were permitted to. And at the end of the summertime period, we found that over 700 extra flights than they were allowed to were taking place. And so we complained to the council. We said, you need to enforce your rules. And they sat on it, and eventually, so we supplied the information in October. Round about May or June the next year, they came out and they said, yes, you've broken the rules. And these are the figures that we've recalculated. 747 extra flights that you shouldn't have taken. Don't do it again. And Vincent Hodder again went on the sort of news round and said, we're really sorry, this won't happen again. These are obviously some problems in our monitoring system. But we thought we would just continue monitoring. And at the end of the summertime period in 2023, what do you know? They'd broken the numbers again by 600. But they had a sort of card up their sleeve, which was, at that point, they said, we're going to apply for what are known as CLUDs. So a CLUD is a certificate of lawful existing use development. So they claimed that they were flying newer planes illegally for 10 or so years, that they'd flown very noisy planes that are not allowed to fly at all during the night. They'd flown those as well. And they had 4 categories of flights that they said where they'd broken the rules. And they wanted these CLUDs acknowledging. So GALBA got to work again, and we have one particular person who's incredibly good at all things to do with aircraft movements and noise, and he kind of got to work collating all the numbers, and he quickly discovered that actually some of the information was complete rubbish that they provided, and there were huge gaps in the information they provided. So collated a report, sent it off to the council. So the council rejected it, and our lawyer said, well, the airport can appeal against the rejection, but then that becomes a public inquiry. So a public inquiry was held, and there were 4 days of hearings in Leeds City Council, Leeds Civic Hall in March this year, and we don't know the outcome yet. In our view, it's very important to delay. And the more the process is strung out, the more the airport will get frustrated. And one has to understand that the airport is not there as a public service. The airport is owned by an Australian investment company whose sole purpose is to make money for their shareholders. And so they will do whatever they can to make more money. So none of this, we're providing a service for people of Yorkshire or the north of England. They are simply there to make money.